Breezily bridging. So if you don't know what bridging in Minecraft is, it's basically using blocks to get from one side of something, for example, a lava pool, to the other side using blocks. And people have become obsessed with making it as fast as possible. Reason being, in games like Bed Wars, there's a ginormous void in between each island, and you of course want to get there before your enemies so you can break their bed first, and then maybe get back to your base and save your bed first. And you just want to get there as fast as possible, so people have created many different bridging methods. Now, speed bridging is one of the most basic bridging methods, and a lot of the average Bed Wars players know it by now. And above a speed bridge is mostly just out of the question for almost all of the Bed Wars players in the community. But I decided to go above, and I learned how to Breezily bridge. So, Breezily bridging is a bridging method where you don't hold shift at all, even though I did it in this video, but you'll see. And speed bridging is basically where you aim your crosshair somewhere, like at the edge of a block, and then you hold D and S, and you let go of shift for a second, then shift again while clicking or just holding your clicks. And Breezily bridging is that, with the aiming part, but you just spam like A and D, and you drag click, or you double click, or you single click, or you whatever clicking method you want to use. So in this video, I set myself the task to do a full Breezily bridge on MC Play HD's short mode. Here is how it went. Quick disclaimer, this is not my first time Breezily bridging. I've done a couple full Breezilys before. This is just my first time doing it on camera, and it was actually my best one yet, so yeah. Alright, so a question you might be asking is, wait, Commander Cuckoos, isn't a decent speed bridge fast? And yes, you would be right, but I have a variation of it that counters that. So let's go into MC Play HD. So with a normal Breezily bridge, I'll put like a Breezily bridge clip of someone doing this kind of Breezily on screen. You would time your A and D while holding your S, and you would time your clicks as well. Now I time my clicks, but I don't time my A and D. Instead of like timing it, so that makes you go all the way across the block, which is much slower, I just spam it and it has the same effect, but you just need to time your clicks. And I also shift every 4 blocks because you actually can't do this for more than like 5 blocks. So I shift every 4 blocks because with this bridging method, Breezily bridging reaches the max speed after 4 blocks. If you only do 2 blocks, you'll only get like 2 meters per second, and if you do 3, you'll get like 2.5. But I mean, bro, I always thought Rack speaks facts. Why don't you know your facts, bro? Ah! Once you get to 4, you get the full extent, which is like 3.5 blocks per second. And if you compare that to a decent speed bridge, it's actually faster. And shifting every 4 blocks doesn't affect anything, seeing as you just shift the same way with speed bridging, but it's just easy. So all you do is time your clicks, spam your DNS, and then you can Breezily bridge. So that's my variation of Breezily bridging. And you can learn it too. You can even do this single clicking. You'll see later in the video. Alright, so just one quick and cool thing I forgot to mention. This kind of bridge is actually really similar to the Eagle God Bridge, which is basically when someone God bridges 3 blocks, then shifts, because that's where they're consistent, and it's still faster than a regular speed bridge. So as stated before, I've Breezily bridged in the past, so I sort of knew where I was coming from, but I definitely wasn't consistent yet, and it would take a long time for me to learn it. By the way, the reason you can't hear my voice was because I was downstairs, so I didn't actually have my mic on or hand cam, so sorry about that. So looking at where I was already consistent, I was consistent with anywhere from 7 to 12 blocks at the start of this video, but it gets a lot better, so here are some of the better attempts. And then, this happened. Okay, fine, back to the actual video. By the way, I started practicing Breezily bridging with double clicking because the problem I was encountering was that when I was Breezily bridging, my hand would get too sweaty to keep drag clicking, so I couldn't actually go any further than like how far I went before my hand went sweaty. It wasn't like an exact amount. But I started practicing it with double clicking, so you can tell by my CPS when I'm drag clicking and double clicking. So, yeah. So yeah, that was my try at Breezily bridging. I can definitely improve on this time. There are a lot of ways, like decreasing my shift time and just some experimental things that I'm gonna do. Is that for this video? No, it's probably for a sequel that I might make. I probably will, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it. I'm racing my mom to 100 subs. I am winning, but she's catching up quick. She's at 4 subscribers. But yeah, okay, bye.